Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I am going to be making something a bit different. A recipe I'm just making up myself. Now it's going to be in the form of a lasagna, but nothing like a traditional lasagna, Italian lasagna. In fact, we're going to be adding some Mexican flavors to our lasagna, and it's going to be basically a no-carb lasagna. So yeah, I'm saying lasagna, but which is really a pasta dish. This has got no pasta in it. Let me show you what I mean. So the first thing I want to do is actually brown some mincemeat or ground beef, as my American friends call it. And I've got here 2 kgs of that. I'm going to be making like a big serving of lasagna. So I just want to start by breaking that up and letting it brown there in my wok there. So I'll get on with that and I'll get back there. Now once our beef's been cooking away there for a couple of minutes, I'm now going to add our flavouring. Now I've got this Mexican seasoning mix, basically a taco seasoning. That's a 40-gram packet, and for this amount of beef I've actually got 3 of those, and they're quite inexpensive. I'm going to throw them in. And we'll just stir that through and then just let our beef keep cooking there for a bit longer. Alrighty guys, so that beef there has been cooking away for a little while, probably, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. It's nice and cooked. I'm just going to turn the heat off now and just put it aside. Alrighty guys, so now I'm going to start constructing my, well, quote, lasagna, end quote. I've got here a casserole dish, oven friendly dish. Now here I've got my slotted spoon, so you might have noticed that quite a lot of that oil has come out of that, sort of that fatty oil has come off that beef mince, the ground beef, because I didn't want to use the lean stuff. So I'm going to use this slotted spoon just as I'm layering this, just so some of my oil there drips out. I don't know if you can see that. So it doesn't all have to drain off, but just we don't want it all oil. Alright, we'll get that in. Alright, I've got one layer down of our lasagna. I should have just mentioned too, I did taste that beef. The seasoning's really delicious, but I did add a little bit of salt, not too much, just a little bit. Alright, so there's the first layer. Now the next layer, instead of pasta like I alluded to, here I've got some grilled haloumi cheese that I sliced up and fried earlier. And we're going to use that as a layer instead of, like I said, our pasta sheets. Like so. That looks pretty good. And then we'll get a layer of another layer of beef on there. Alright, another layer of our halloumi. And then I'll get the rest of the beef on there. Alright, I'll get on with that. I'll get back to you. Alrighty, so I've got my lasagna there, lay it up. I'm just going to again just put that aside for a sec while we just make our topping. So the first ingredient I've put in here is I've just had some soft goat's cheese that was marinating in some oil and some peppercorns. I'm just fishing those peppercorns out. I don't want them on my top. And as I've emptied the cheese into this bowl, a little bit of the oil's gone in as well. That's okay. Now to that, I've also got some feta cheese. So feta is usually made with goat's or sheep's cheese. Now it's the sort of softer one, so I'm going to get that in as well. And kind of just crumble it in a bit. Like I say, it's the soft one. And with clean hands, like I say, just keep crumbling that. Doesn't have to be totally mushy. A couple of those peppercorns are still in there, I don't care, really. Alright, that looks pretty good. We're going to get our lasagna back there. We're going to get our mixture, and you do need to mix it up a little bit. That soft goat's cheese with the feta. You don't have to go to town on it, just a bit. Get it in there. And just loosely sort of spread it over. Now the last thing I'm going to do, remember I said there's a bit of oil that's come out of that meat left in my wok there that we sort of mostly strained off. I'm just going to get my pastry brush and just lightly brush some of that oil over the top, and it's got that seasoning colour in it. That's mostly paprika. Like I say, not too thick, just nice and light. And that'll do. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and we're just going to bake that until our top layer of cheese there and that gets nice and cooked, and everything else is cooked. Our beef, our halloumi, so we're just sort of basically reheating that. Alrighty guys, so I just let my lasagna, in inverted commas, sit there for a bit. Yeah, I've taken a couple of slices off already. I'm not sure if I filmed them or not, but I'll just get a little bit to taste for you. Actually, let's get a bit of that haloumi layer as well. So we'll just get a mouthful there. Oh my goodness. And look, for me, that is so delicious. I just can't even describe how good it is. Now, with the caveat, it's not like a normal lasagna, obviously. It hasn't got that creamy bechamel sort of sauce with the molten cheese and all that sort of thing. It's a really different flavour. It's a bit more salty, it's a bit more savoury. The beef is absolutely delicious. That seasoning is so good. Just that packet seasoning, would you believe? Yeah, look, as I say, it's not a traditional lasagna. I'm not even trying to pretend it is, but whatever you want to call that, even if it's not lasagna, it's delicious. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. You guys are great. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this video and you're new to the channel, can I just ask that you subscribe? Or even if you don't want to do that, just check out some of the other videos. That'd be great. I'd appreciate that as well. There's a heap on the back channel sort of thing. Over 400, I think we're 470, something like that, videos. Anyway, whatever stage you're up to, I just appreciate you watching this one anyway. Alright guys, I will see you all later.